Steve from the Tech Buzz Gaming, and today I have a pretty awesome video. I wanted to talk about 5 overlooked games on the NES that I personally find fun that are in my collection. Now, I'm only speaking on the games that I either played or have in my collection. You might actually have 5 that you're going to suggest, so put them in the comments below. Let's take a look. First one up I want to talk about is Bobble. Now this is a game that my brother and I have a ton of fun with. We played this. This has hundreds of levels that you can play, and it even gives you a passcode so you can pick it up later on. We had a lot of fun with this game, and I think you will too, and also you can find it fairly cheap out there. Next up is a game that I don't think gets enough love out there in the world of Nintendo, and that is TNC Surf Design. Now this game gives you the ability to play either the surfing side or the skateboarding side. So whether or not you are into surfing or you are into skateboarding, this game is fairly cheap. You can play and have a great time with. And so I'd recommend checking out TNC Surf Design. Next up is a sequel to the original, and nothing beats the original, but if you're into beat 'em ups, Double Dragon 2. Double Dragon 2 is a game I remember getting. It was one of my first Double Dragons, and that's maybe why I'm biased a little bit to this game. But it's a lot of fun. You can play in co-op as you go about mission after mission. This is a great game if you want to pick it up, and it is fairly on the cheap side of the Double Dragons that you can play. Again, you can't go wrong with any of the Double Dragons, but this has to be one of my favorites. Next up is a game that I think a lot of people overlook, and it's Mickey Mouse Capades. Mickey Mouse Capades is a game where Minnie will tag along with you as you go about 5 different missions in there to play and have a good time collecting stars and all kinds of other objects in the game. Last but certainly not least, we have Rampage. I also have this as an arcade 1-up, but you get to go through and play one of the arcade classics out there with a friend, or in my case with my sibling. You can go as, I think it's George the Gorilla and Lizzie the Lizard, and then there's also a third one in the arcade that's a wolf. I don't remember his name off the top of my head, but usually in the arcade you play 3 players, but on this you can play 2 players and go through. It does get kind of monotonous, but it's a ton of fun if you want just a simple brain-dead game that you can play that's inexpensive. So if you want to check any of these games out, make sure you do for the NES. Guys, I really appreciate you checking out this video. If you haven't done so, hit the like, hit the subscribe. Remember, I have some giveaways coming up. Make sure you check some of my shorts and my long form videos to find out about them. Just look for the giveaway and you can find out what's coming next. Till next time, keep it buzzing.